welcome Dr. P. Like Dr. Eisnet said, we are so glad that you're here. Normally we would be in our choir room with about 180 people, but to be more safe, we thought we'd put you in a bigger space with fewer people, so this is why we kind of limited it. We do hope that you'll keep your mask over your nose and your mouth all day long. We know that you will. I'll do the same. We feel that it's a wonderful and amazing time to be here together. How many of you were online with us a year ago and did our virtual festival? Some of you, right? Well, that was fun, but this is going to be 10 times more fun, let me tell you. And I challenge you to have more fun than me today. All right, that's the challenge. If you can have more fun than me, that's going to be amazing. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a pretty good little warm-up. And you're going to find that this warm-up is not just about warming up your voice, but it's also about warming up your mind. And so you can take everything out of your hand and stand right up. Everything we do today, we're going to do together, like choirs do. If I say everything we do, you would say together. And if I said everything we do, you would say we do together. And if I said everything, no, you probably wouldn't complete that at that point. But if you hear me say everything we do together. Awesome, let's do something together. If I put this hand up, you're going to put that hand up on that side. If I put up this hand, you're going to put up your hand on that side. You're going to mirror me. So don't worry about what side it is, just look and do it on the same side. And the idea is that we want to try to turn the autopilot off. The autopilot is the enemy of the choir, because the autopilot doesn't watch and doesn't really pay attention very well. And so as a choir member, you want to be predicting what's going to happen, but ready to change at any time. Got the idea? There it is. See, the autopilot is strong. It wants to tell you what to do before you know what to do. Yeah, so like everybody goes that way. Yeah, just mirror me. That's good. That's the idea. There we go. If you're running into people, you'll notice. So everybody goes this way, and then everybody goes that way. That way. There we go. And this way. There we go. And look at that. Nobody claps. That was a good example of everybody being completely together. And here we go. And excellent job. Everybody, imagine there's a giant rope in front of you. Just hold onto that rope. It's right tied to this thing up here. And just pull yourself up and down a couple times. Let go of that rope. Now imagine that rope, this is a thought experiment, is tied to a giant balloon way up in the atmosphere. Grab that rope now. And for this experiment, there's not a lot of wind up there, so it's not going to drag us around. Let it move you in every direction. Get your feet set so that it doesn't knock you over in any direction. And let it move you up and down. Your heels come up, your knees bend. Excellent. Let go of that rope. Let gravity win, everybody. Say, I am a superior person.
I am a superior person.
It's hard to say that with any kind of enthusiasm, isn't it, like that? Grab onto that rope again, everybody. We're going to call this our tonus balloon. When our body is in tonus, it means our muscles are toned, but they're not tense. And so let's imagine now as a thought experiment that we can take this rope and make it extend through our spine. So it comes down and it goes right through our spine, which is a little bit more in the back than the front. So the head just moves slightly forward and becomes long in the back. Arms come down, and I want you to feel that rope kind of tug you in all directions, sort of like I'm doing like here. That's a good thing. Say, I am a superior person.
I am a superior person.
And I believe you when you say it that way. It sounds completely different. Do you hear a difference? Yeah. I do too. We're right here, everybody. Let's take a breath and hum. And you're going to do as I do still. We're going to do everything together today. So one of our things is you never give up on a note. So if I don't tell you to stop, you're just going to keep singing. So keep singing. Beautiful. Take your hand and go like this. Let's turn that into an ooh. I love your sound. I love your sound. Back to the hum. Let's move up a half step together. There we go. Go like this. And cutting off together. How loud should we ever sing? And the answer is beautiful. We should always sing beautiful. Never louder than beautiful. So one of the things I heard was we went, there were a number of people that went beyond beautiful in that choice to go up a half step. Did you hear it? I did too. Here we go. And we hum together. Hum. And right here. That's it right there. Circle for the ooh. Here we go. And then we open to O, just as beautiful as ooh. Oh, I love your O. It's excellent. Back to the hum. Up a half step together. Here we go. Ooh, and the beautiful choice was made on this side. I love that. Here we go. Let's go to our ooh. And to our O, which is the whole hand this way. Ah is this way. Back to the hum. Still connected to this row. Still singing. Take a breath when you need it. Up another half step together. Beautiful move on that, and I love the tone that you chose. Ooh, circle with a finger. Oh. And then ah. As in set. We just kind of do this. Back to the hum. Connecting with the balloon again, just reminding ourselves that we're going to be able to move in any direction at any time without any extra tension. Up a half step together. There we are. Let's smooth that out a little bit. Just feel like the airflow is even and beautiful. Ooh. Did you hear the difference? Airflow makes a big difference in terms of just being steady and clear and beautiful. To the ooh. And then oh. Ah. And 2 fingers for E. Here we go. And cutting off together. That was gorgeous. This is going to be a great choir. And let's do one more. Here we go. On the hum first. And awesome. Now, here's a concept real quick. Now, when I tell you here's a concept, I'm almost always going to be telling you something you'll be hearing about all day long. And I want you to kind of think about how you can apply that to everything we do. So one of the concepts that we're going to do is sound on and sound off. If I say sound off, it means you do everything but actually make sound, right? So just imagine right now, if I turn sound off, here's what I would do on this. I would go. Could you hear that in your head in a sense? I know I could too. So let's turn sound off and let's do that together. Here is where we are. So you actually hear it in your head, but you don't actually make any noise. And here we are, humming first. Sound is off. You guys sounded amazing in my head. Let's turn sound on. Here we go. Sing again. Sound is on. Hum. There we are. Take your fingers and put them right here. Just lower your jaw a tiny bit. Open up inside, but keep your lips closed. That hum is even more beautiful than the one before. I love it. Here we go. That was amazing. Put your hand right here and do as I do. Go. Ready and go. It's like a hot stove, so we're not going to keep it there. We're not going to sizzle our finger. We're just going to touch it and go. Here we go and go. Great. Put your hands here. Make that same sound, but vigorously involve your abdominal muscles. So watch, I'll do not this one, but this one. See the difference? Here we go. And you do it with me. Go. That's the one. So we're going to hiss together now. And you're going to hiss when I nod my head. That's how you'll know when to do it. But then I'm going to start nodding it twice as often, and then twice as often again. And then you'll know what we're doing, because I won't be at the end going like this. So here we go. So that hiss is here. If you want to connect with your abdominal muscles, make sure everything is open here. Here we go. We go. And wait. That's the idea. Ooh, I love your hiss. That's a good hiss. Now we double it. We go. That's it. Awesome. There you go. Good. Double it again. take another breath. When you're out, just like the conductor would cut off the choir, go ahead and cut yourself off. Nice. Support. Take your hand and sing with me. All ready and go. I love it. Here's a concept. Breath preparation determines tone. So as you go to sing that note, take your hands with me. I want you to feel the air go all the way down like this. Let's take a breath that feels like that. Here we go. Great. Take that breath and sing that ah. See if it sounds different. Here we go. And raise your hand if you heard a difference. Did you hear a difference between the first one and that one? Isn't that amazing? So there's your concept. Breath preparation determines tone. So here we go. Let's sing ah together with good breath preparation. And beautiful. Excellent. So now imagine you're holding a tennis ball. Use your imagination. Can you figure that out? Now, every time we throw the ball up in the air, we're going to raise the pitch of our voice, but we're not going to follow it with our head, right? We're going to do a thought experiment where we can see it. Larynx stays nice and low. The higher we throw the ball, the higher our voice goes. So here we go. And that's the idea. There you go. That's the idea. So let's do that even. See how high we can throw the ball right now. Here we go. And take a nice breath and. Totally amazing. Now, here's what we're going to do. For about 10 seconds, you can throw the ball up or down and go as high as you want to, or as low as you want to. And then when I go like this, we'll all catch it together. Got it? This is going to be cacophonous. Everybody doing their own thing? Here we go. Sing. Start it. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to sing something, and then you're just going to sing it back, and we'll both conduct together. So if I go, ya, 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 you would sing and conduct. Ya, 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 ya. Beautiful. My, oh, my, oh, my. My, oh, my, oh, and again. Excellent. I'm going to call out the number, and I just want you to clap on that number. So if I say on 3, you'll hear me go 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2. On 3 and 1 and 2 and on 2 and 1 and on 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and excellent. Everything we do together. We're doing a nice job of that. I'm going to go faster because you've caught on to this pretty well. On 3 and 1 and 2. On 2 and 1 and 2. On 4 and 1 and 2. What time is it, everybody? Now. Some people have already done this with me. When I ask you what time it is, you're going to say right now. Yeah, I know it's a trick question because everybody is like, oh, it's 8:45. No. It's right now. All right, what time is it? Right now. Okay, now if you're right here right now, you will not miss this exercise because I'll say on 3 and 1 and 2 and you'll be so focused that you can't miss it. But if you're thinking about what you have for breakfast or what you're doing after this rehearsal, you'll go 1 and 2 and 3 because you're not here, right? What time is it? On 3 and 1 and 2 and on 2 and 1 and 1 and on 3 and 1 and 2. That's hard to do, yeah. On 5 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's do the offbeats, right? We have the strong beats and then we have the syncopated offbeats. So if I say on 3, on the and of 3, it's 1 and 2 and 3. On the and of 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. On the and of 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's right, it's always after the number, right? 4 and. And you can see the preparation of someone who's right here right now because they go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. They're ready before they get there. Here we go. On the and of 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. That was so together. On the and of 3, and 1, and 2, and 3. Let's go faster because I think you've got on the and of 3, and 1, and 2, and 3. On the and of 2, and 1, and 2. On the and of 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Awesome. So now if I say on 3, it's on the beat. And if I say on the and of 3, it's right after 3 off the beat on the syncopated subdivision. Here we go. On 3, and 1, and 2, and 3. On the and of 3, and 1, and 2, and 3. On 2, and 1, and on the and of 2, and 1, and 2. All right, I'm going to go faster. It'll mean that we're going to make some mistakes, but that's totally fine. We're not here for perfection. We're here to learn and have a good time. So here we go. On 3, and 1, and 2, and on the end of 2, and 1, and 2, on the end of 4, and 1, and 2, 3. On 6, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys are amazing. That was so good. We're going to sing my, oh my, oh my. Ready, sing. My, oh my, oh my. Beautiful. So let's play with sound a little bit together. We're right here now. My, oh my, oh my. And my, oh my, oh my. There we go. And right here, my. Feel that autopilot sometimes wants to kick in, but don't let it. Here we are, and my, oh my. You sound beautiful right here, my, and together. And I'm not telling you how to do it, but we're making so many different sounds. I love that. And it's that attention to detail, it's that being present, being right here, right now, and trying to predict what's going to happen, but then being ready to change. One more, here we go. My, oh my, oh my. Take your hand and do a circle with me on an ah. We sing in glissando, low to high to low. So here we go. Ah. Even lower and higher. Oh. Take your golf club, imaginary, that's another thought experiment. Your backswing is your preparation. Preparation determines tone, and as low and high as you can go. So here we go. Nice breath, and oh. Beautiful. This one goes like this. Just listen one time, even if you know it. Sing a little, la, la, la. 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 La, 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 la. Then we hold out the last note. 1, 2, here we go. Sing a little, la, la, la. 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 Just like that. A little faster. Sing a little, la, la, la. 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 You guys are amazing. Now, I want you to notice what it sounds like while you're singing this. And you heard what it just sounded like. I would love for you now to pretend that you're an opera singer or a Broadway star, and you're on stage with your friends, and rather than thinking, sing a little, la, 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 you can be a character and you can go, sing a little, la, 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 sing a little, interact with people. But you are now not just a person on Mang Hall stage, you're now a Broadway star or an opera singer, and when we're done, done, I'm going to ask you if you hear a difference in the sound. 1, 2, here we go.
Sing a little, la la la. Sing a little, la la la. Sing a little, la la la. Sing a little, la la la.
Raise your hand if you heard a difference in the way we just sang it. Awesome. Hand down. Go up another step. If you can describe the difference, we're going to do it again, and if you can describe the difference based on the 2 times ago, then you can raise your hand. I'd love to hear what you heard. Here we go.
Sing a little, la la la. Sing a little, la la la. Sing a little, la la la. Sing a little, la la la.
Raise your hand if you can describe the difference. What did you hear that was different?
It sounds more lively.
It sounded more lively. It totally did. What else did you hear? Yeah.
It sounds more confident.
It sounded more confident. That's a really great word. What did you hear?
It sounded more joyful.
It had more joy in it. I heard that in the back over here. There was more fun, right? Isn't that interesting? We're in the back over here again. The tone was brighter. Absolutely. What else did you hear? Felt like there was more freedom in our voice. All of these things are true. Yes.
It sounded really animated, sir.
It sounded animated. Thank you, sir. It sounded very animated. What else?
Very energetic.
Energetic. These are all great words, and I know that you probably have a word too that is either similar or like that. Isn't it interesting that when we became a character, our voice became a character? That when we put detail into our thought process of singing, it came out of our voice. So here's a concept. What the body does, the mind does, and what the mind does, the voice does. So today, I'm going to challenge you to be whatever character we're singing in the song, whatever character you want to be in the songs we're singing, but also to always be involved. Because I've never seen someone that has a body that's cut off from the Toneus rope and is hardly involved sound beautiful. But people who are involved and their mind is involved in the character of the song almost always have the most beautiful sound. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Let's do it one more time as a character. Here we go. And
Sing a little, la la la. Sing a little, la la la. Sing a little, la la la. Sing a little, la la la.
amazing. Basses you're going to sing right here on That's it, but we're going to do it how? Together, right? Here we go. And so we prepare. Love that sound. Do one thing, and that is just make sure that you have a little bit of air that starts before. Without the air, we get but if we have a little air, it goes just have a little bit of air as you start. Here we go. Better sound, yeah. Nice basses. Take your hands and go like this. And just recreate that tone. Just take a breath when you need it. Just keep singing. Tenors are going to be here on and on together like you. Here we go. Nice. Can you hear the basses, tenors? Listen as loud as you sing, or even listen louder. Beautiful, perfect fit. That's ringing over there. Altos, you're going to be on low, on that odd vowel. Here we go. Prepare. Stop altos. Same idea. Be sure you're connected, singing freely. Maybe creating a character even in this one little thing. Sopranos, you're going to be on me, but on an odd vowel. Here we go. Ooh, beautiful. Basses, can you hear the sopranos? Sopranos, can you hear the basses? Tenors, can you hear the sopranos? Altos, can you hear the basses? Sopranos, down a half step together. Here we go. Hear the tenors, we're going to move you up a half step together. Here we go. There it is. Tenors even find a little bit more pitch. Beautiful. Bass and alto down together. Here we go. Bass. Sopranos up a half step. All right. Tenor down, bass and alto up together. There it is. Take your hands and go like this. See how soft you can sing and still have a beautiful tone? If your voice is cutting out, then sing a little louder, right? Beautiful, beautiful job. So, This one goes like this. I love to sing, just like that. So take your hands with me. We're going to prepare the breath this way, and we'll go. Now, as you do that breath, be sure that this doesn't happen, because that means you're blocking here. We want to let this relax and move out as we breathe in. We go. Everything moves down rather than up. So here we go, and I love to sing. And right here, say my dear. Connecting, aligning, breathing, and singing together. And I love to sing. Beautiful right here. I love. Stop you just for a minute. We had a few people make a choice where they sang louder than beautiful. We heard, I love, I love. Let's try to find that beauty in that sound. Here we go. Never louder than beautiful. I love to sing. That was gorgeous. Some really nice choices over there. And right here. I love to sing. And right here. I love to sing. And right here. That's awesome. Take your hands and go ha va 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 va. We're going to imagine that if we have any tension in this whole area, that we're wiping it away. But we go ha va 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 va. Do it again. Ha va 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 va. Awesome. And we're going to do it as we sing. We're going to sing ha va 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 and ha va va va. So good. This one goes like this. Bom, biddly, 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 bom. Now, if the low note is too low for you, then you're going to sit down. Not the upper notes, but the lowest one. So if you can go bum, biddly, 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 bom, no problem. But if you go bum, biddly, 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 bom, then you sit down. Got the idea? All right, here we go. We'll do it up here. We're going to take our hands and go bum, biddly, 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 bum. Like that. So here we go. Same key. And bum, biddly, 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 bum. Everybody have that note. And then right here. Bum, and bum, biddly, 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 bum. And right here. Bum, and bum, biddly, 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 bum. Low voices in here, right here. Bum and bum, biddly, 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 bum. And right here. Bum, biddly, 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 bum. Be honest, yeah, we lost a few people. And right here. Bum and bum, biddly, 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 bum. It's good that a lot of altos and basses are up right at this point. And right here, bum, let's go. Bum, biddly, 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 bum. Wow, that was good. One more. Anybody with this note has a full scholarship to Cal State Fullerton. So here we go, right here. Bum, bum, biddly, 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 bum. Where we are. And here we go. Bum, biddly, 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 bum. Let's give a hand to our little voices. And you may also. So thank you very much. Now, that was our warm-up. So hopefully you not only feel a little bit more warmed up, with your voice, but you also feel like your mind is a little bit more attentive and maybe a little bit more right here, right now. It's going to be such a great day, and the day is going to fly by. It really, really will. We're going to end with a concert tonight with the music that's in your packet. I want you to know that we're going to have fun rehearsing it, and it's my goal that you enjoy this, and that when the audience is here that you can enjoy singing for them, right? So it's kind of interesting to do a concert on the same day you get the music. I don't know how many times you get to do that, but that's what we're doing today.